makes it tough to defend.
Wentz now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Sproles. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Sproles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. This one complete to Sproles. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Matthews, an 18-yard touchdown grab. There the Eagles are back within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make it 17-13. Elliott now to kick this one away. Set to return it. Here's Turner. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Collins, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Flacco. It finds Crabtree for the completion. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Sproles. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now Collins. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down, Flacco now. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Flacco. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interception. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A run, it's Clement. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's John Ryan now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Ravens. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. That is incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And able to find John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight.